Nancy, and the psychologist that I researched was Horney. She is a female psychologist and also one of the earliest women to attend med school in Germany. She graduated from the University of Berlin in 1913, earning her medical degree. She had personal issues of her own, which urged her to study human behavior and neurotic needs. Her first job in America was the associate director of the Chicago Institute for Psychoanalysis. She was there for 2 years. She was also a teacher at the New York Psychoanalysis Institute and then worked her way up to Dean of the American Institute for Psychoanalysis. She founded the Horney Psychoanalytic Institute in 1941, as well as the Horney Clinic in 1952. She also published a book called Neurosis and Human Growth in 1950. She accomplished a lot when she left Germany to come to America. In fact, part of her work is her perspective on how culture overrules biology, and that by focusing on cultural forces, people can change the world. From studying her, popular opinion seems to be that her theory is perhaps the best theory of neurosis available to us today. She saw neurosis as an attempt to make life bearable, to be able to control feelings and to cope. In her clinical experience, she came to find 10 patterns related with neurotic needs. The needs are the need for affection and approval, which is to please others and to be liked. The need for a partner, and by this I mean to control someone and to make choices for them. We have this need to restrict one's life to narrow borders and simplify it, as in we don't want to put up with anything that's too complicated for us. We have this need for power and to have control over others, which means that we always have this feeling to exert dominance. We have this need to exploit others and manipulate people for our own needs. We have this need for social recognition, which is we fear being ignored or being called plain because we don't want to be boring. We also have this need for personal admiration, which is we want to feel important. And then the 9th one is this need for personal achievement. And we have this need for independence, and we refuse help whenever people ask us. We also have this need for perfection because we don't want to make mistakes. We are scared of flaws. And there's this idea that our neurosis needs also occur due to the idealized self-image that we create in our head. So we act the way we wish we were. In my personal opinion, I think her 10 patterns are fairly accurate because seeing as how I've encountered most of these patterns in my lifetime, and I'm sure most of you have too, then there's really no denying it. Anyways, all 10 of these needs are based on coping strategies that Horney drew from these, which are compliance, aggression, and withdrawal. Horney truly believed that the existence of neurosis is caused from parental indifference, which is a lack of warmth and affection during one's childhood. And all children want to do is feel loved, and when they're not, it affects them mentally and emotionally, so they grow up with this need for more because they've never had it. For her, the self is the core of our being. It's all about self-realization and how we choose the way to act and to perceive things. So, basically, Horney definitely accomplished a lot in her life, and she also expanded the horizons of psychology when it came to neurotic needs, because every individual is different, but inside of us there's just something that is core to us that we all share, and I think we all share these neurotic needs. So, yeah, thank you.